Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This one is coming out the Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. So if you are listening to this on Sunday, you are likely traveling maybe home or you may have stayed home, but either way, you might be, struggling with the fact that you have a fuller than normal belly, and you also may have some dents in your credit card and bank accounts from all of the shopping this weekend between Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, and now tomorrow will be Cyber Monday, all of that. Everybody wants a piece of you, and it can be really, really hard. And I get that too, because you see all the things that you want to get for yourself, for everybody else. And everybody wants you to get it right now because they have this one time a year big sale, and there's only so much of you to go around, especially right now. So I can totally relate to that stress, to that extra like, oh, right, when you want to get something or that perfect something for someone, or you're wanting to stock up on something for yourself or your family or whatever the case is, and your bank account is just struggling to keep up with those types of demands. So I'm going to go over a couple of things with all the things that you might be struggling with today, as I am sure I am struggling with it as well. At this point, I will have traveled back to my mom and dad's house for a few days with the family. We have come home, we have decorated for Christmas, all of the things. So with all of that, the full bellies thing, I always go over this every year around the holidays. I understand, right? I don't want you to hold back on Thanksgiving, on holidays. They only come around once a year. There's only so many opportunities you're going to have, your aunt's best apple pie or pumpkin pie, or maybe it's like the mashed potatoes that your mom makes and it's just the best thing you've ever had and it's nostalgic, or whatever the case is, right? Don't necessarily hold back on Thanksgiving or holidays. I don't think that you should. I also don't think that we need to eat until we feel like we're going to pop. But, that's just like over years of experience of understanding, like, yes, I can enjoy these things. I don't need to overdo them. But regardless, if you're coming home and you feel like you need to buy different pants, then let's chat through what we can do to make you feel better again right now to get over this mental struggle that you might be having. So, with that, go for walks, even if it's outside, like go outside for a walk for 20 minutes if you can. That natural light is going to help reset some stress levels. The movement will help with digestion, and just to make you feel more accomplished in doing something. If you've been with me for a while, it's probably part of a routine that may have gone lapse for the last week because of holiday stuff. So getting into a walk, back into a routine will be really, really good. Set yourself up for the week. If you're getting home late from traveling and you have to go to work tomorrow and kids back to school tomorrow, and you're just kind of struggling because you have all these leftovers and nothing's ready and the house is dirty and whatever, just prioritize what we need to get done, right? Not everything needs to be perfect. I'll say like prep things as much as you can. I have personally prepped before I left so that the food that I wanted to be able to utilize is already in my freezer. I just have to pull it out and it's ready. That is part of just my routine and being ready for the unthinkable situations. But make things simple. It doesn't have to be overly hard. Go grab a rotisserie chicken from the store. Maybe you have leftover turkey that you brought home. All of that stuff is perfect. Utilize that, utilize some frozen vegetables, and you'll be fine. Throw some potatoes in the oven. You'll be fine. You can make it through this week. It may not be your normal routine, but you can make it through this week. Other things, if you're coming home with everybody's leftovers, right? This is totally common with big family get-togethers. You get sent home with, two pies and a giant dish of mashed potatoes and all of the treats and cookies and like all of the leftover stuff because, your aunt or your mom or whoever is hosting doesn't want to keep it all for themselves. Well, let me put it to you this way. If you truly don't want to have those things in your house, then get rid of them. Okay. As hard as it is to get rid of it, if it's not going to do you favors to consume it, don't keep it. That is something that I've had to work through and get over myself. But if I'm bringing things home that are leftovers from these big events, these big holidays, and they aren't going to be beneficial for me in the upcoming week or weeks or days, then let's get get rid of it. Now, if you're coming home with a whole bunch of like freshly shredded apart turkey, like yes, keep that. That's useful. You can utilize all kinds of things from Thanksgiving and make them a bit more doable. If you did come home with half of a pumpkin pie and you love pumpkin pie, okay, cool. Let's make sure that we're having a normal serving size of that when we do have it throughout the week, not sitting there and eating the whole pan at once like I used to do. Okay, so that will be really, really helpful just to get you past this feeling of feeling, right, overly full. Now, extra water will help as well, get things back moving in the normal direction. You've probably, normal American culture, right? You're going to probably drink too much alcohol this weekend, not sleep as much, have more snacks and treats, all that. Water is going to help a lot to kind of get moving, all of the things that we want to have. Again, as far as our system goes, our body operates and all of that. And then sleep, you guys. We are probably exhausted from, shopping, from traveling, from sleeping at someone else's house, just from overall stress of it all. Sleep is going to be imperative. So if you can get yourself home, get yourself back into that routine and get yourself in bed earlier all week so that you can feel a bit better. When we have better quality sleep, we have less cravings and less energy crashes, and that all around is going to help you feel better throughout the week too. So those are the big things as far as like if you're coming home today with too full of a belly or feeling guilty about what we consumed, these are really, really good points that I've utilized that I think will help you too. Now, as far as the dents in the credit card and the bank account goes, we love Christmas, right? We love shopping. We want to give everybody the things that makes them feel special. But that's the thing, they're things, okay? So if we're coming home and we have some dents in our credit cards, dents in our bank accounts, but we've done some Black Friday shopping or Small Business Saturday or whatever, what have you, and you're feeling good about the purchases that you made, keep in mind that whatever you have not gotten for someone yet, or if you haven't quite finished shopping yet, that every time that we shop, it's kind of a dopamine hit, right? We think about our child opening up this gift on Christmas morning and their eyes just lighting up, and it gives us this big dopamine rush when we slap that credit card through there. And it's not that that's wrong, but let's just remember that we don't need to give everything on one day of the year. We have really changed to experience type things with our family. We've also changed to things that are like simpler. So, not just experiences, but maybe, something to read, something they need, something they want, something they wear. That's kind of like the classic situation that a lot of people follow. We do that to an extent and then fill a stocking stuffer. But then our kids understand that like their sports and the traveling for those and all the extra for that is part of their Christmas gift. And it's important to understand that. But just know that when you're looking to buy something, if you're kind of on edge and you're not sure, that it's that dopamine hit that you're looking for sometimes when you go to make that purchase. And a lot of times it's just a monetary thing. It's just a thing that they're going to play with or like for a day or a week, and then it's going to go in the corner. And what did we spend our money on then, So something to take into consideration at all, especially if you're not done shopping yet, or if you're considering doing more, make sure that you're using those funds appropriately for yourself, So if there is a Black Friday sale on something for yourself, for your family, yes, utilize that. That makes sense. But if it's just for the latest and greatest, trinket, maybe put that one to the side. Maybe consider your time and gestures towards people are going to be more appreciated as gifts than something monetary or something you can wrap. So like, for instance, Rob is planning to give the kids each a vacation day of his, and they have to pick out the day ahead of time, and he will go and do whatever they want for that day with them, one-on-one for each of them. And I think that's a really cool gift. Our kids are going to look forward to that. It might be as simple as going bowling and, going to an arcade and grabbing lunch, right? It could be super simple, and it's just going to end up being something they actually remember. If it's for a friend or a coworker, maybe you guys, set up, a monthly lunch date for just the two of you, or a coffee catch up or something like that, to help you guys actually reconnect with each other instead of sending them a gift basket of, meat and cheese or whatever, right? Like, just think outside the box as far as how to have gestures and spent time and actual thought put into things instead of just things being sent. I'm hopeful that helps a little bit, but just understand, before you swipe through that credit card, before you enter that credit card, and to order something, unless it really, really makes sense to, stock up on something or to really grab something from that sale, it's probably a dopamine hit too if you are shopping and wanting to see you know, your person's face light up that morning when they open it kind of thing. So just take that kind of stuff into account, try and slow down, take a deep breath and understand where you're wanting to really put your money toward if it's something that is a struggle for you right now, like it is for most people. So it's probably enough babbling for now, but those are just my 2 cents and my thoughts going into, the week before Thanksgiving when I'm recording this, things that I know people often struggle with. And I thought this would just be helpful for you guys to hear and relate to, and maybe give you some food for thought moving through the month of December as we head into more holidays. So if you need anything, as always, reach out to myself or my team at NH Fitness. We're always happy to help with whatever you need. You can join our free group. We have coaching in our app. We have the free 80/20 for 90 program in the app. All kinds of really great opportunities. So yeah, that's what I have for now. Have a great Sunday. Travel safe if you're traveling, and we will be chatting next time.